Top 10. Vietnam has telecommunications satellites with the USA, natural event monitoring with France, Earth observation with Japan, and a single satellite fully developed themselves. However, they already won rockets from other countries like Russia and USA. They have many partnerships with Japan, which financed much of their space infrastructure. India with technological knowledge supported, and Russia and USA for launches, and plans to become autonomous in the future. Top 9. South Korea conducts rocket launches on their own, increases military capacity in space, partners with NASA, has plans to explore the moon, and shows growth in the space sector, both in the state's investment and in the expansion of the private sector. Top 8. United Arab Emirates invested in the space sector to be less dependent on oil and to improve their international image. They had a successful Mars mission with Japan, want to participate in moon exploration and colonization missions, and have a strong presence in international partnerships and educational investments in this area. Top 7. Israel. Strong military presence in space, private lunar missions with state support, very advanced technology in espionage, satellites, and miniaturization of weapons such as nuclear bombs, potentially deployable in space. Top 6. Japan. Highly advanced space technology, the only country to land and bring back samples from 2 asteroids. Partnerships with ESA, ISS, and NASA playing an important role in the International Space Station. Slight increase in private sector participation, strong Earth observation programs, and advancement in probe and in space robotics technology. Top 5. India. One of the biggest names in the space sector, achieved missions and low cost, sent its own rocket and rover to Mars, spending less than a Hollywood movie budget, spending military presence, lunar exploration, where they discovered water on the moon, and one of the few countries to land on the moon. They have sent women into space and plan to send astronauts to the moon. Top 4. European Union. I know it's not a single country, but the European space program is very interconnected, so I will count it as one. The main members are France, Germany, the United Kingdom, and Italy. Strong scientific presence, collaboration with NASA and Roscosmos. They have their own GPS system, Galileo, and the Copernicus program for Earth monitoring. France has a strong military presence in space. They have their own rocket launches and were very important in the ISS. Fun fact, Germany has the first country to send something into space. Top 3. Soviet Union and Russia. They were the first to send a satellite, animals, humans, almost everything. But after the USA landed on the moon and the economic crisis caused the socialism, much of their space program stalled. Later, the USA relied on their space program to build the ISS. For a long time, they were the only country sending women to space. After the Soviet Union, Russia hasn't had the same presence in space. Though their military presence is still very strong, competing for first place in military space power. Now, they lean on China to increase their space capacity, even if they are not the shadow of what they once were. They remain key in space exploration story. Top 2. China. I made a full video about 10, so I will summarize. They have sent astronauts into space, built the world space station, carried out Moon and Mars missions, expanded military presence, plan to send humans to the moon, and establish colonies there. Watch that video for more details. Top 1. USA. After beating the Soviet Union, they stayed on top for a long time, enough competitions, strong military presence, Mars and Moon missions, and the James Webb Telescope for astronomy. More recently, private companies have grown very strong, such as Blue Origin, Boeing, and especially SpaceX. They have programs to return to the moon and explore colonize it, and they remain the only country to put humans on the moon. Recently, however, they have been losing ground to China due to political disinterest for NASA management and over-reliance on the private sector. Still, they continue to lead. Subscribe and see you, Space Cowboy.